Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pop Culture Spread, our fun weekly movie and streaming news show. Jace, let's get into big news. Oh, we've got some big news coming out of DC World. I cannot wait. Very excited about this. We've got some news about the new Lanterns series on HBO. Kyle Chandler confirms to star as Hal Jordan in the HBO's Green Lantern series, and also starring along with him is Aaron Pierre as John Stewart. Wow. What is going on here, Jace? Jam-packed.
Wow. Well, there's been some names thrown around for John for the role out there for John Stewart and Kyle Chandler. Sorry, and Hal Jordan. And honestly, this is good casting. You know, 100%. Kyle Chandler is a great actor. He's been in some really good shows over the years. I mean, there's Friday Night Lights was his big one, but he's been in a bunch of fantastic material now for over 20 years. So he's really great. Aaron Pierre, I don't know much about him. Rick, you said you saw him in
yes.
Rebel Ridge.
I actually watched Rebel Ridge, and I really enjoyed this movie. The writing is superb, and the storyline. And this is the first time I've actually seen him as an actor, but he was really good in this. So I just think this is perfect casting for the Lanterns for sure.
I'm so interested where they go with the show. Did you know what the brief synopsis about the show is, Rick? Have you read that? Well, in this article here below, they do give you a brief kind of synopsis of what the show is about. And it says it follows new recruit John Stewart and Lantern legend Hal Jordan, two intergalactic cops drawn into a dark Earth-based mystery as they investigate a murder in the American heartland. So, yeah, wow, that's I think when they said American heartland, straight away I thought, oh well, Kyle Chandler's a great choice for that. And Aaron Pierre, like I said, I don't know much about him, but I hear very, very good things about him. So, I think this is really good news. I mean, we've been hearing about the new DC now for a while now, Rick.
Yeah.
And now we're starting to get to the thing where we're going to get content from this new DC universe that James Gunn is running. So I think
it's where it's dark, into a dark Earth-based mystery. I'm liking if they're going that way, which would be good because our last Green
agree more. That's the direction you got to go for sure.
You have to. You have to. So you want to draw this audience in. This is the way to go.
100%. Yeah.
Do we have any idea when it's coming out? Does it say anything in the article?
I do believe you're probably looking at a 2026 show. Okay. In a joint statement, we're thrilled. There's nothing really that is out of the date of it yet. But put it this way, Rick, something like that, if they've cast it, they're going to be filming it soonish. I wouldn't, there's no way you get that within a year. So I would say it's probably a 2026 thing. Now, it's never going to come out after the Superman launch of next year and all that other stuff. So but still, really exciting stuff. Can't wait to see what they do with these Green Lanterns. They deserve a good show.
Oh, yeah. And who else joins the cast as well? If they're starting off this so far, can't wait. Yeah. All right, Jason, let's get into other news. Wow. Speaking of Superman, Henry Cavill is back, but he's back in a different way, Jace. He's joining the cast of Voltron, the new Amazon MGM's Voltron. This is interesting. I didn't know this was happening.
It is interesting to see what Henry Cavill has got up his sleeve now because, he's been let go out of, well, let's face it, they really mishandled him in the DC universe.
They did.
And that great joke in Deadpool Wolverine will treat you so much better than those down the street. Either way, I mean, he's got Highlander, which is filming soon. He's doing the remake of Highlander. And this is a really big budget franchise that I don't know. This is very for the kids of the 90s, is it? Or the kids of the 70s. It kind of had its phases. I was never really into Voltron a lot. But look, a big budget movie with him in it. Yeah, I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing for Henry Cavill to get
Yeah.
opportunities in other big franchises. So
It's opening doors. Like he's done, I mean, like you said, he's done The Witcher, which is a huge franchise for him. He's he's multi-talented. He's such a great actor, and seeing him something like this, I don't know what direction they're going to go here with Voltron. Or who he's playing or what he's doing. But
I mean, it's so early at this stage, but it's I'm actually a bit shocked that they are going big budget Voltron, but that's the world we live in now. You know what I mean? Like, anything that's like toy made is going to become a big movie eventually. Like, I got the same thing. I got Master of the Universe coming down the pipeline. I can't wait. By the same studio as well. So shout out for Amazon to be investing in this stuff, because there's going to be, if these work, these are films that people remember for 30, 40 years, most of their lives. Think about the films that we love from the 80s. We still get excited about Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
That thing's 40 years old, and we still get excited about it. So, if they get this right and they make a good first movie, Henry Cavill might now have another really great franchise to be part of.
Oh, he's big name, Henry Cavill. So,
he was really great in this year was that World War II movie.
With
Warfare. He was fantastic in that. He was
the Guy Ritchie movie.
The Guy Ritchie movie. He was really good at that. Yeah.
There you go. All right. Well, hopefully we get to see a bit more, and I'm sure we'll hear more about what's is happening in this area. So, yeah, exciting. All right, Chase. Let's move on to another franchise which has been dragging on for a while now.
Well, this man here had been touted potentially as
true
one of a James Bond.
We are talking about how much longer can James Bond fans be patient over the new movie? What is going on in this world now? We don't know. It was a female. Was this? Who is the new James Bond?
Well, I think what they've done, which is very wise, is let all that just blow over.
Yeah.
Let that go. Let it blow over. Let's take a break from Bond. Excuse me. And reset the franchise and start it, and then away they go, like they do every other time. Now, the last film came out, I believe, in 2020, wasn't it? No, 2021's No Time to Die. So it's only been 3 years since a Bond film. Wow. I would suggest it may not be for another 3 to 4 years until we get another James Bond film. And I think that's right way to go, Rick. We don't need one that quick. You know what I mean? We're excited about it. I love James Bond movies, and I thought Daniel Craig, he had 2 really fantastic movies in his run of movies, and 2 that were a bit meh. But ideally, I can't. I've been loving James Bond movies since Sean Connery days. They're fun.
They're good.
Silly. It'll be just very interesting which way they go, because there's been a lot of threats that they're going to go super woke or anything with it, and that's look at the end of the day, I just think you need to stay true to the character, and the character is the character. And so I'm seeing a James Bond movie because the guy's James Bond with all his flaws. All right, stuff that even we find shocking in today's and behaviors that maybe wouldn't be acceptable today. He still needs to be that guy. He's James Bond. Get away with it. He's smooth as silk. So that's what I hope. I think casting should be the fact that James Bond is a white British spy. That's what I'm going to say, and I think they should continue down that pathway. And that's not because of a race thing. It's not because of a gender thing. It's just that's who James Bond is.
That's who the character
how Ian Fleming wrote him. So we should stick to what was the source
and
of
what
the
works.
Character. That's right. Just like you would not cast Daniel Craig as Black Panther or any other character of color, or you wouldn't cast him as an Indian or someone from the Middle East. You wouldn't do that these days. let's not do it to James Bond. Keep James Bond pure.
Have you got any thoughts of yourself on who might play a good James Bond? Anyone pop in your head, Jace, that you might think, yeah, he can do
Henry
it?
Cavill would have. I wish it was.
Yeah.
Henry Cavill was about 10 years younger because we could have got him for a long
Yeah.
time because I like his style. He reminds me of Connery in the brutish kind of way he would approach him.
Yeah.
Besides that, I'd be kind of keen for an unknown, maybe
Yeah.
an actor who's been on a
Yeah.
small series on Netflix or something like that. That's getting a big shot at the dice. I mean, Daniel Craig, we knew of him, but he hadn't really hit it big until he got, Casino Royale. So yeah, if you get that kind of, yeah. How about you, Rick? Have you got anyone on top of your head?
Not off the top, but
Pauly
do
Shore.
they go with a younger Bond? Like a young Bond.
Yes.
Or we go on middle.
Well, it depends how they want to do this, Rick. If you're going to tell the story of Bond and you want to do it chronologically and see throughout his career, yeah, you would do that. But they did that with the Daniel Craig films. We got to see the origin of Bond in Casino Royale, and we got to see him at different phases throughout his life without spoiler alert to the fact that we see him die at the end of the last one.
What? He died?
Mate, it's a 3-year-old film. You haven't seen it, too bad.
You just spoiled it for everyone. I don't know.
Well, there you go. But there you go.
There you go, mate. No, that's cool. No, well, hopefully, like you said, they pick a Bond, and I'm sure it will be out in the next 3 to 4 years. We'll see.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Jace, let's roll into the next.
I know you're excited about this.
Actually, you know what? Well, yeah, okay. Let's get into it. Advance tickets for The Wicked saw like an army of flying monkeys as an anticipated musical prepares to cast a spell on the box office. Now, this has to be better than Joker 2.
The editor allowed that title to be on there.
Yeah, it's got to be better than Joker 2. So, this, like...
Well,
there's a lot of talk about this movie. There is a lot of talk, a lot of hype.
Well, and this story is just particularly about the pre-sale tickets for this. And it's an early indicator on the popular vibe of a film. Are people getting excited for it? Like this year, the biggest one, box office-wise for pre-sales was, anybody could guess, it's Deadpool Wolverine, right? People are excited about it. The moment you could pre-sale tickets, they buy it. This is number 2.
Wow.
People en masse are buying tickets for this movie based on a trailer, which I wasn't even in love with, but people are excited. And you've got to realize, Rick, this is going to be a very big for the female side of the side of things and families, and some dudes as well. But primarily that's where the demographic comes in. And we know with things like Barbie, when they get behind a film, it's $1 billion film. So I'm interested. Did you ever see the musical, Rick?
No. Isn't there a musical now they're doing now?
Of Wicked. Yeah, Wicked. The film is based on that musical. And I saw it. I saw it a few years ago. Yeah. I saw it at the, went and saw the musical. And it was a big production and it was great. It was good. I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy the musical. So, if they get this right, which I don't think they are, but if they get this right, this could be huge. So I wouldn't have picked it though, Rick. I was shocked at the story because I wouldn't have thought there was that much buzz in the ether about Wicked.
No.
You know what I mean? I've not heard anyone talk about Wicked or anything. But again, there's a lot of people out there who maybe not be getting on social media talking about it, but will be getting excited about it when it comes out. So...
Has it got ticket? Does it say how much they've done so far in tickets, or no? Doesn't say anything like that.
No. So it's anyway. Fandango announced today that Wicked is the ticket brokers' number 2 first day ticket pre-sale of 2024, only behind Deadpool and Wolverine. Wicked is also the best PG rated first day ticket pre-sale of 2024, and the 3rd best PG rated first day ticket pre-sale of all time. Only behind theatrical hits of Frozen 2 and Lion King. So it's doing well. So, and, people are excited about it. It's got Ariana Grande in it.
Is it because of her? Yeah. Is it? It's got to be a lot of her.
Yeah, and she's pretty well cast. As far as the character goes, if you couldn't get the original, oh my god, it's Kristen Chetworth, I think her name is Kristen Worth. It's horrible. She was in initial person who did it on Broadway. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
Ariana Grande. I mean, like, you know,
Huge.
I don't see her as an actress, but she can certainly
Has she
build out a
done?
tune.
Has she done any acting?
Yeah, of
Any
course.
sort
She was a Nickelodeon kid.
Oh, okay.
She was in that documentary series.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, she's a Nickelodeon kid, so she knows how to act. She's got excellent comic timing, actually, so she can be quite funny. And the role does require to be funny at times.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think it's in safe hands with that. So, Wicked's going to be maybe the surprise big blockbuster to end the year out because it's going to be a holiday movie. So,
And that's the market they're going for, clearly. You know.
yeah.
It's not us. We're not really excited about it, but hey, it's
and look, if the buzz is great and they say it's fantastic, I'll probably go and see it with the wife.
Yeah. There you go. All right, Jace, before we get into the train wreck of the week, I just want to remind the guys to hit that like and subscribe button for us and also hit that notification bell so you know exactly when our videos are uploaded. And also, guys, you can hear us on an audio podcast on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, and where all good podcasts are found. All right, Jace, let's get into the train wreck of the week.
Max Canceled, the animated adult animated series Velma after 2 seasons.
Well, shock there.
The universe is back in balance. Did you see any of this series, Rick?
Probably a couple episodes, and I didn't really excite me.
Oh my! It was dreadful, awful.
Was it?
Misuse of popular characters, completely changed her, insulting to fans. This thing was freaking horrible, and I like the creator Mindy Kaling. I do like her, but this was puke on a plate. So, and that's what they delivered to us. And thank God Max has cancelled this type of horrible kind of thing. It goes to show, though, it's you know, it's one of these things where you shouldn't mess with the big franchises that much.
No.
Like Scooby-Doo is Scooby-Doo. You know what I mean?
Correct.
I've seen them try to do even different animation styles, and it looks awful. Just leave the crew as it is. If you want to make an animated show, make a new one, make a parody of it. But to actually take those characters and just rip them apart and then reform them into these hideous, you know, ideological, you know, just horrible characters, that wasn't for me.
Who was in this? What was the whole premise of the whole show?
The whole premise is it's Velma. Scooby-Doo isn't. No, there's no dog.
Is there not?
Everybody's different. Yeah. And it had some great guest actors, you know, Wanda Sykes, Russell Peters, Stephen Root, Gary Cole, had big names. It just Weird Al Yankovic. It had a lot. Just wasn't. I didn't like how they changed all the characters. But yeah, it wasn't for me. So I'm hating on it. It's a train wreck because it was a waste of 2 seasons of animation, which could have gone to a better show. So
how many episodes did they do?
I think it was 10 episodes per.
Like half an hour episode, something like that.
Yeah. And they've done some good stuff in the animation space, Rick. They've done the New Adventures of Superman, which has been quite good.
Yeah, I
was okay with the Batman the Cape Crusader, which was that one that came out in Prime. But they do some good things. And of course, we've got Creature Commandos coming up. That's going to be awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Okay. Well, if I ever see this come across my streaming, I will certainly not watch Velma after your glowing review on that one.
Yeah, it's on binge. It's on binge, not to tell you where to find it, just to tell you where to avoid it.
Right, binge, beautiful. Jace, that about wraps up the whole show for the week. Some great stories we discussed. Guys, if you want to check myself out and Jace, we are here every week on this channel. You can also check out our backlog of videos as well. All the links are down below there, guys, so you go check them out. Jace, where can everyone find you as well? You're doing a few things.
Yeah, but you can find me over in the Captain's Quadrant. We do a show every Friday night. This week I got to interview myself and Jenny R. Johnson, a fantastic artist. Look her up on Instagram. She
Wonderful.
does these amazing pop culture oil paintings that are just mind-blowing.
Wow,
I interviewed with her. Also interviewed Tara Gosling, any Star Trek fans out there. President Navarre herself. Got to have a sit-down chat with her. You can also find me over in the Jason Roy Gaston channel doing Predator reviews at the moment.
Oh,
And and of course you can find me here every week.
wonderful. All right, guys. Well, we'll catch you all next week. Bye for now.
There you go. Thanks for watching. If you could do us a massive favor and hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. Also, come and check out us on all our social media accounts and keep up to date. And if you're looking for some clothing, you're needing some merch, we've got you covered at the Pop Culture Spread store.